Alright guys, what's up, Let's jump into chapter 24. Eddie, Eddie, Eddie! The second Eddie stepped into the crack in the wall. He was swarmed. Everyone wanted a hug. With so many sisters and brothers, Eddie was all but trampled in the rush. When he finally broke free, Ma and Pa were waiting. Sweetheart, darling, Eddie! Ma clutched him to her thorax. Pa clasped them both, creating such a tangled knot that they were all toppled over. He's home, cried Pa as he hauled himself to his feet. Our boy is really home. Eddie tried to enjoy the moment. It wouldn't last. Eddie, Ma looked past him. Have you seen Alfie? He disappeared 2 days ago. We thought he might have gone after you. Oh, Pa, where could he be? Ma, wait, said Eddie. I know where Alfie is. He did follow me to the library. He's there now with Aunt Min. Thank goodness. Ma sighed herself with relief. But why didn't they come home? Eddie took a very deep breath. Then he told his parents everything, not hiding any of his own mistakes, not trying to blame anyone but himself, not even the Vischer. When he finished, no one spoke. Everyone, his parents, his little brothers and sisters, his very little brothers and sisters, just stood there, staring at him with blank expressions. They seemed to be waiting for a happy ending. I'm sorry, said Eddie. I'm so very, very sorry. I don't understand, said Pa. Is there no way at all to get that drawer open? Eddie shook his head. And there's no other way out? Eddie crumpled with misery. The keyhole's too narrow. No way at all? Whispered Ma. No. A gloom descended. Nobody blamed Eddie. There was no why didn't yous or you should haves or if onlys. There was nothing but an enormous sense of loss. Ma and Pa slumped against one another, too wretched to move. The crack in the wall was more crowded than ever, but Eddie could feel the cold, empty spaces that should have been filled by Alfie and Min. He would have done anything to bring them home. Sitting there with his grieving family who just a moment before had been so happy, Eddie felt a pain so fierce it was like being squished, like having a giant foot come down and flatten him to paste. He stood it as long as he could. Then he rose firmly onto all 6 feet. Ma? Pa? I'm going back. What? Ma stirred from her grief. You certainly are not. Yes, I am. It's my fault they're trapped there, and I'll get them out, even if I have to eat a hole through that desk. Don't be ridiculous, said Ma. Pa, he thinks he's a termite now. He thinks... Let him go, said Pa. He's right. They need looking after. What? Said Ma. You mean forever? Eddie nodded. If necessary, I'll stay as long as I have to. Let him go, said Pa. I'd do it myself if my legs were up to it, but they aren't, said Eddie. It has to be me. And that's how, half an hour later, he found himself hiking past the dead spider again. His parents had agreed that he should return to the library as quick as possible. The Squishers would be back in the morning. He reached the library just before sundown. Shadows filled the corners. Silence filled the room. Aunt Min? Alfie? He called when he reached the keyhole. Eddie? Alfie's voice was unusually quiet. Is that you? Yeah, it's me. You okay? I guess, said Alfie. Aunt Min's not good. What do you mean? Well, she's sad. Oh, said Alfie. Or Eddie. Where is she? In the secret compartment? Yeah, she's not moving much. Oh, said Eddie again. Do you have enough food? Lots, said Alfie. We're not very hungry. Do you want me to push some out for you? Okay. Eddie waited as Alfie forced a bit of apple through the keyhole. Thanks. And there Eddie stayed, clinging to the keyhole for as long as he could, nibbling on an apple and trying to cheer up his little brother. When he could hang on no longer, he climbed onto the top of the desk. That's where he spent the night, out in the open, alone. He had lots of time to think and worry. Yes, he could feed Min and Alfie. He could keep them from starving. But how long would that last? How long before the Vischer, eager to transform the library, decided to dump the old desk along with its tiny inhabitants? Did Aunt Min know how much the Vischer hated the desk? Did she understand how bad the situation was? Of course she did. That's why she was sad. And as the sun rose, Eddie crawled underneath the desk. He tucked himself up to the next wooden leg. This would be his new home, this floor, this dust. Suddenly, he wished with all his heart that he had gotten trapped in that desk drawer. All right, guys, come back for chapter 25.